I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader. Outside of rebounding her own missed layups, what does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments.
You wouldn't believe what we're hearing out of Chicago right now. The chaos surrounding the Sky has hit a whole new level, and the latest developments are jaw-dropping. It is rumored that coach Tyler Marsh has been let go, a move that's sending shockwaves across the WNBA. And that's not all. We are hearing that Angel Reese, once hailed as the new face of the franchise, has been officially benched, not just for one bad game, but as a direct response to her recent poor performances and the team's downward spiral.
Well, there's a lot of reaction coming in from last night's drubbing, destruction, annihilation, cremation, whatever you want to call it, roasting, sauteed, whatever your form of cooking may be.
Let's unpack what's going on, because this isn't just a slump. It's a full-blown unraveling. First things first, Chicago is getting embarrassed. On the court, it looks like a disaster movie on repeat. Most recently, the Phoenix Mercury came into town and dismantled the Sky. We're talking about a loss so brutal, fans started walking out before the third quarter ended. Chicago gave up 107 points, while barely managing 86 of their own. A decent offensive total in theory, but completely meaningless when you can't stop anyone on defense. That right there has been the story of this team: porous defense, careless turnovers, and zero chemistry. And it gets worse. Sources close to the team have said that Tyler Marsh has lost the locker room. Players no longer trust the game plans, and coaches are reportedly scrambling behind the scenes. Marsh, who once spoke confidently about growth and consistency, began sounding more and more defeated in press conferences. It is rumored that several veterans expressed frustration with how Marsh was handling rotations, especially after benching Angel Reese during that blowout loss. Now, let's talk about Angel Reese. Because this move, it stunned everybody. You've got one of the most marketable, high-profile rookies in the league, and Marsh made the bold decision to pull her from the game entirely. Not because of an injury, not to rest her, but because, plain and simple, she wasn't producing. We are hearing that Reese has been putting up low-scoring numbers for weeks, struggling to find her rhythm on offense and missing assignments on defense. Even her trademark rebounding hustle hasn't been enough to mask the issues. And guess what? Marsh didn't sugarcoat it. In his last media appearance, he openly admitted that the team couldn't find a lineup that worked, saying, "One game it's our offense, the next it's our defense. We just can't get both to click." He talked about the mental side of handling pressure and how this team just wasn't doing it. It was one of the realest interviews we've seen all season. But real talk doesn't save jobs, and now Marsh is out. Insiders say that the front office had been watching closely, especially during this brutal stretch of games, 3 matchups in 4 days. With the team already exhausted and morale in the basement, Marsh reportedly tried everything. Different lineups, new sets, nothing stuck. It's no wonder the franchise decided to make a move. And let's not pretend the players are off the hook. We are hearing that there's serious internal tension among key members of the roster. People are pointing fingers. The locker room culture is being questioned. And Angel Reese, despite her popularity, her leadership is being scrutinized. Some say she hasn't stepped up in big moments. Others argue she's being misused. Whatever the case, the results aren't there. And in this league, production is everything. Now here's the wildest part. This team actually had playoff hopes just a few weeks ago. Under former head coach Teresa Weatherspoon, the Sky had fight. They had identity. But now, they look like a team that doesn't know who they are. Offensively disjointed, defensively weak, and emotionally drained. In a particularly revealing moment, Marsh admitted that when things spiraled out of control against Phoenix, the decision to pull starters and play the reserves in the fourth was all about preservation. Not strategy, not comeback, just survival. That tells you everything about the state of this squad. So where do the Sky go from here? We are hearing whispers that the front office might not be done making changes. There could be more roster moves, more coaching staff adjustments, and yes, more minutes slashed for high-profile players if the effort isn't there. The message from management appears to be clear. No one is untouchable. And yet, amid all this chaos, one thing stands out. Tyler Marsh didn't run from the criticism. He faced the media. He owned the mistakes. He defended his players while admitting the system wasn't working. You can say what you want about his coaching, but the man didn't hide. Still, it's a results-driven business, and rumor has it the Sky felt they had no choice but to make a change now, before the season slips into full disaster mode. As for Angel Reese, this could be a turning point. Will she rise above the criticism, silence the doubters, and reclaim her spot as the leader of this team? Or will this benching become the moment we look back on as the start of a long sophomore slump? Whatever happens next, one thing is for sure. The pressure is on in Chicago, and the spotlight isn't going anywhere. So now we turn it over to you, the fans. Was Marsh the problem, or just a scapegoat for deeper issues? Did the Sky bench Angel too soon, or was it exactly what she needed? Should this team blow it up, or stay the course? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more real talk like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on, because you know we're going to stay on top of every twist, turn, and timeout.